Hello again. Today we are solving radical equations, and we are going to solve this equation, and we are also going to check for extraneous solutions. So let's say I have the equation the square root of x minus 3 is equal to x minus 3. Well, the way you solve this radical equation is you need to square both sides of the equation. So I'm going to square this side of the equation, and I'm also going to square this side of the equation. And what that's going to do is that is going to get rid of the radical sign here. So I'm left with x minus 3. And on the right side, I am left with x minus 3 times x minus 3. And I can do FOIL on that. So I'm left with x minus 3 on the left, and I'll do FOIL on the right, which is x squared minus 3x minus 3x plus 9. And I will simplify my right side. So I'm left with x minus 3 is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 9. And now I can add 3 to both sides. And also subtract x on both sides. That's going to leave me with x squared minus 7x plus 12 equals 0. Now I can factor. Now two numbers that multiply to be positive 12, but add together to be negative 7 are negative 3 and negative 4. So I can factor this x squared into an x and an x. So now I have x minus 3 times x minus 4 equals 0. I will set each of them equal to 0. So I have x minus 3 equals 0, and I have x minus 4 equals 0. Well, that leaves me with x equals 3 and x equals 4 when I subtract 3 from both sides of the left equation and subtract 4. When I add 4 to both sides of the left equation, and when I add 3 to both sides of the left equation, and when I add 4 to both sides of the right equation. So now my potential solutions here are x equals 3 and x equals 4. But remember, we need to check for extraneous solutions. So we're going to check for extraneous solutions by plugging both of the x values that we found into the equation to make sure that it still works. So first I will try x equals 3. So I will do the square root of 3 minus 3 because I substituted that x with a 3, and then 3 minus 3. Well, 3 minus 3 is 0, and the square root of 0 is equal to, well, 3 minus 3 is also 0, so that means 0 equals 0. So 3 is a solution. Now we'll do the same thing with the 4. So I'll do the square root of 4 minus 3 is equal to 4 minus 3. Well, the square root of 4 minus 3 is the square root of 1, and 4 minus 3 is 1. Well, the square root of 1 is 1, and 1 equals 1. So 4 is also a solution. So we do not have any extraneous solutions here, but we have two good answers of x equals 3 and x equals 4. Hope that helps.